Good morning, everybody. This is Marilyn. Do we have any audio this morning? Maybe we do. Yes, thanks. Good morning, everyone. This is Marilyn, and it's the Welcome to My World time at 8:30 in the morning. This is the 19th of January, which is a Tuesday, the first market day after a 3-day weekend. Yesterday was a holiday in the U.S. only. However, my goodness, we certainly have had the markets moving down, and then they've moved up, and now it looks like they're trying to move down again. Lots and lots of things happening. There's been a lot of stuff in the news, and I've mentioned this before. It's nice to listen to all the talking heads and how the the whole thing is going to collapse, and the U.S. stock market's going to zero, and the oil will go to $5, and China's in deep trouble, and all of a sudden they're not going to be having a good economy. I don't know exactly how that works, because maybe all the Chinese people are not going to eat or buy anything or do anything. Kind of don't think that's the case. So just keep in mind, all those people get paid a lot of money to talk, and there isn't a single solitary one of them that gets paid to be right. So it was, I saw a wonderful little blurb about Chicken Little, and you just have to remember what happens to Chicken Little in the end. Gets eaten by the fox. So I say we all be like the fox and not get too excited about some of this stuff. Just trade what you see, what's in front of you, and what your charts tell you, because these indicators are truly dynamite. Speaking of which, some of the stuff that is coming, and some of it's coming in fairly short order, maybe in the next week or two, not this week, but there is so much wonderful new stuff that is in the process of getting into the pre-beta and then the beta testing. Just stand by for more wonderful stuff coming from Apex that we can. There are so many good strategies and good ways to trade things. If you are new, be sure if you haven't checked the Apex website lately, please do so, because it is being reorganized, and it should be quite a bit easier to use, especially for new people, because it takes you right through how do I begin, where do I start. And I think it's going to be, the forum I think will be a little easier to use also. So be sure you do that. Overnight, we've had the U.S. indices have climbed quite a bit, and crude oil also. Gold took the opposite tact, and it has had a pretty good sell-off since, I don't know, about the European Open. The dollar is trending up a little bit. Bonds have been both directions, and we just got a little bit of news out of Canada, and I'm looking at the Canadian dollar. It was not very happy when it just before that news hit. So we'll see. The both corn and beans went up overnight, and so since the U.S. indices, they're all trading pretty much together, which they tend to do. I don't notice really a strong horse yet, but after the market opens, there might be. When they all trade together, it's very nice. Everybody's on the same page. Last session, the VIX looks like closed a little over 27, but we'll see what happens when the market opens, because there was in the Sunday night session and yesterday, of course, was not much volume, but there were some up moves in this. You're going to see a lot of news if you trade crude oil. You're going to see a lot of news about, first Iran is going to be flooding the world market with crude oil and blah, 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 blah. Well, also the Chinese put out some economic demand numbers that would indicate they may need a little bit more oil than they thought. So all this stuff is dynamic, and every time you turn around, somebody's telling you something different. Just, put a filter on and let it's nice background and what have you, but do not use the kind of news you see on TV and the talking heads and all the email reports and this and that and the next thing to make trading decisions with, because you will live to regret that. I can tell you for sure. Okay. I had a question in here this morning that I'm not quite sure how to answer. Because I don't know what the question is. Anna is asking me about indicators in my chart at 3107 and 3083, and I'm not sure what you mean, but if you mean this top 12-tick diagnostic, there are a number of indicators on this. You have this template in your toolkit, and I'll show you how to figure out what some of these are. If you go to indicators off of that, right in this section right here, this is what is actually on that chart. And if you're wondering, well, what in the world is some color thing, you can, if you just click on something like that, you can look and see what the colors are and see if that will correspond. The current high is a dashed line green. Well, if that's what you're looking for, what this dashed line green is, that's how you can find what some of these things are if you're not sure. But if you the best way, if you do not have Jing, please stop and download Jing. On the website is a link to show you exactly how to get it, exactly how to use it with screenshots of exactly how to paste the screenshot into this room. And if you will do that and then ask, and with the arrows pointing to what it is you're asking about, then we can answer those questions in a heartbeat. So with that, I will also tell you that this afternoon there will be no noon commentary today. We'll pick that up again tomorrow, but I will not be available at noon. Tomorrow morning, there is a lot of news. Be very careful tomorrow morning about placing trades at the exact stroke of 8:30. Because there's a lot of economic news coming, and tomorrow is crude oil inventory day. So, with that, oh, I see. I see. The question was regarding the bar range. Thank you very much. Yes, this is an indicator. It is the bar range, and these little numbers with these little lines, and you can change them to whatever color you want for your chart. But I like them because they tell you what the price has to be for the setting you have on that chart, what the price has to be in order for a new bar to form. So looking at this right now, the price in crude oil has to go to 39.59 and break that by one tick in order to create the next bar. Or if it's going up, It has to break 30.83, go up here and break it by one tick, and the next bar will form. Those can also be used, especially after you've got a nice profit, they can also be used to trail a stop with. So I like those. I like to know what is it going to take till I get a new bar. So that's I think about it. Just be sure you're prepared for tomorrow morning, because tomorrow is going to have some news that will likely move these markets. So this has been my view from my world in Apex land, brought to you by Apex Investing. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks.